It has been 8 longer hours of total action. It has been 32 players. It has been 2 organizers. It has been 1 venue. It has been 4 tables. All we are final. It is the 5th edition of the KAMWOKYA Pool Arena 32-man weekly comp. Finalists are Ibrahim Kayanja, yes, the defending champion of this tournament, against Abubaker, Nakabaale, Nick and Pacquiao, a guy in the final. First is Simon Peter Chobe. Welcome to the stream. First frame of the match in a shortened race to 6 for the win, for the victory, for chance to be called the winner of the 5th edition of the weekly competition that is organized at KAMWOKYA Pool Arena. Ibrahim Kayanja 1, Abubaker Nakabaale. Pardon, Ibrahim Kayanja nil, Abubaker Nakabaale nil, race to 6. Interested in the win. In the end, some games started too late. That is why this game is in the final at this time of the night. In fact, it's already Wednesday morning. Nonetheless, we shall still have it. A good thing is we have the advantage of internet. Someone who may not have watched it live will be free to watch the same match the following morning. First frame of the match, I would say the underdog. He has never ever won a weekly competition, Abubaker Nakabaale. If he wins this match, it will be the very first time. And the first time of asking, not the first time in the final, but the first time trying to win it, and he leads 1-0. The guy on table, Abubaker Nakabaale, also called Pacquiao, looks younger, but he's a guy coming close to his late 20s, just around mid-20s. If I'm not mistaken, he's exactly 25 years old. He may look a bit older to you, a bit younger to you. A person like me, at least I've seen him for the last 15 years or so. When he joined the pool league setup in 2012 as a very young boy, barely a teenager, with a team that was called Base Empire, the team that stayed in the pool league for only 1 year. Barely did they complete there before another team, Mambule Pool Club, took him on as a trainee. Remember, he was barely enough to play in the Uganda Pool League. By 2013, he joined the team called Spice Pool Club. In Ntinda, for him, he represented for 2 years before moving on to the district of Masaka, where he played for Elite Clay Pool Club. I also need to mention that before Spice, he had played for another half season with the CK Pool Club from Masaka in central Uganda. He moved further east to Jinja for Ron's Pool Club, a team he helped to win their first and only league title of the Pool Association of Uganda. By then, he was already becoming an established player. He has won a few tournaments, but not as competitive as one. The biggest comp in which he relatively shined was the Christmas Cup of the Pool Association of Uganda in 2017. As a very boy, he reached the semi-finals. That is the best he has reached. He has been winning some tournaments which are not open in terms of participation to each and everybody who may be willing to compete in the districts of Jinja and Masaka and Mityana. But in a weekly comp with all of the top players involved, this is the highest position he is reaching. He was third, a comp that was organized at Cloud Base in Kampala in Kabalagala about months ago. He was also second in the same tournament a few weeks later. Those are the two good performances he had. He also reached the semi-final of another similar tournament that was organized at Bolaga in Wakiso district alongside Mityana Road in Kampala. Besides those, I don't recall any other major victory. The last time he also performed well, he was on the money match front when he took down Uganda's seed number 5 Lawrence Sengonga with $1,000 at stake in a race to 16. He won the match 16-12, which was pretty convincing, especially considering that he came as the underdog to Lawrence, who is now seeded 5th. Since then, we have not been seeing the best of him. He was supposed to participate in that Creme de la Creme comp because of his form then, invited but did not meet the registration deadline, the registration procedures. That is how he has found himself a little bit in action. He has given himself another opportunity in a tournament, and here he is in the final. He has impressed against Ronnie Kayanja in the semi-finals. He led 4-0 in a race to 5. His opponent pulled it back and equalized it at 4, and then he pulled off a break and finished in the decider. And this is how he is in the final, and he has another opportunity to make it 2-0. When a guy like this one, who has never ever won a weekly comp, is on table, for him is about winning. It is not even about the money. He simply wants that win, and he's playing as if he is ready to achieve it. 1-0, Pacquiao leading against Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine. Sometimes you will hear me referring him to as Pacquiao. It is his nickname. Remember when I was narrating his background, he, as a player with the Mambole Polo Club, was nicknamed by fans Pacquiao at the time when the Palestinian boxer Manny Pacquiao was one of the very best in the world. They claimed that he had a very striking resemblance with him. He has just been surprised to a very wonderful shot by Ibrahim Kayanja off 2 angles of 2 cushions, and yet again misses out on the black. Looks a little bit exhausted, maybe tired, maybe fatigued, maybe sleepy a bit. Supposed to be the favorite Ibrahim Kayanja, but he's not living to his tag. Thank you for the correction, Joshua Kafero Mukasa, that Manny Pacquiao was a Filipino and not Palestinian. I'm a little bit confused, by the way, by the pronunciation of those 2 respective countries. Konda, thank you for watching. You're supporting Ibrahim Kayanja. Bruce Abahari, appreciating the feed. Thank you very much. You are always watching, I know, from Tororo in eastern Uganda. And others of you who are watching live, I know many more will be watching it. And it is that will follow because it has started. I wouldn't blame them. I would probably have slept off if it were I watching. Nonetheless, we are having it as a final unfold in front of our own eyes. Pacquiao has blown away an opportunity to go 2 games up. He has come surviving in the course of the tournament in its entirety. He was supposed to lose to Ian, I think, in the second round, the round of last 16, and took the game to a decider. He equalized and took the game to the decider and won that decider. He was also in a way supposed to lose against Hazard again, and then Hazard gifted away the match in the quarter semis. He led 4-0 against Kayanja Ronnie. in a rest of 5, and Ronnie outplayed him in pulling off 4 games in a row and equalized the match at 5-all. And then Pacquiao just pulled off, and that is how he finds himself in the final. The dark horse of the tournament without a shade of a doubt. Not surprising that Ibrahim Kayanja is in the final, but a few of you may be surprised at Pacquiao's being in the final, especially the same tournament that had the likes of Hazard and Ibra and Kasozi and Dog City and Kenneth Odong and Jackson Asiku and Mustafa Bwire and Mirembe William and Idi Walusimi and the others. And yet it is this guy, a very determined guy. He has taken down most of the top players before. And this tournament, you saw him take down 2 of them in the same tournament, Ian and Hazard. Not a long time ago, he took down Ibra in a double life tournament that was organized at KV Pool Arena in Masaka. And right at the beginning of the year, the very first tournament that was organized, the beginning of the year pool, he took down Caesar in the quarterfinals. So he is no stranger to beating guys who are supposed to be bigger names than him. And talking of bigger names, Ibrahim Kayanja is right amongst them. The defending champion of this tournament. If he wins this match, he will be the second player to win 2 of the comps in a row after Caesar. It is the 5th edition of the KAMWOKYA 32-man double elimination 32-man weekly comp. The first edition was won by Moses Omara, 2nd edition by Caesar Chandiga, 3rd edition by Caesar Chandiga, 4th edition by Ibrahim Kayanja. This is the 5th edition. This is the final. In the final, this is 2 shots for Abubaker, Nakabaale Pacquiao, and this is him trying to regain the lead he took at the start of the match. He will want to utilize his free shot to set the black ball by connecting it to that pocket that has Kayanja's yellow. A dual purpose shot to the effect that should he fail to finish off his game, his opponent will find it very hard to pot the yellow. But he is having none of that in mind. He won't finish the frame in his current visit of the table, and he will, and Ibrahim Kayanja knows that he will. And there are around 70 or so fans at the venue now, and others who are watching online also know that Pacquiao, call him a club monger of sorts. Even among the very senior players, not many have played for as many pool clubs as this guy. Maybe I will point out to Rije Jonah and Gumiki's Alfred and maybe Mokoya Moses. I don't know any one of you who are listening. I don't know if you know that guy. But those are the guys who I know who have played for so many clubs, but Pacquiao is also one of them. One guy who could play for 4 clubs in 2 years and now leads 2-1. If you find the picture, the quality of the video too bumpy to bear, then you can advise that I restart it without the option of those graphics that you see below your screen. and by then it will appear more steady. But if it's good enough for viewing as it is, then we can also have it as is. So I will go with your advice in the comment section. Your wish is my command. Oops, Arnold Sky is telling me something that is so pleasing to the ear. He says he wants to send me some soda. You just look at the graphics that are flowing below your screen. There is my phone number. You can send something which you think is worth it. Yes, and once it's received, I will give the feedback. Thank you very much for that. Arnold K. Marvin Makandiera supporting Ibrahim. Tushabe Henry. You are watching on Giant Smart TV at X-Raba Pool Arena in Mbarara. Guy watching in X-Raba, the man himself, my good friend Sola Sid Aplo. Yeah, all of you guys. Sometimes even Ivan Murunji is always there, playing and enjoying. The Mbarara Pool fraternity, thank you very much for always watching, and I send you my greetings. Joshua Kafero Makasa, DJ Giftalong, Nyimpara Beatrice, you say it is a clear video. Okay. Alfred Jr. supporting Pacquiao. And yet Jim says the breaking in the video is too much. If 2, 3, 4 people say that the breaking of the video is too much, I will restart it. In the meantime, just like that, Ibrahim Kayanja has equalized in the final. He is the defending champion. He is the last player to have won the tournament. Exactly 2 weeks ago at this time, he took down Ibrahim Jemba in another race to 6 final. It ended 6-5. It's he who won. And just the following day, he prepared to go to Kenya. These guys were participating in the Tawi Open Pool Championship. And he finished a very respectable third out of 128 players. It is one of so many tournaments where he has been at least in the prize bracket, home or internationally. Nowadays, he's one of the most famous players, not only for his skill, but also his ability to entertain, his ability to win, and his talk ability. He likes to talk himself big before his big matches and after them. So right now, guys, I am restarting this video. I will beg your pardon. Only 3 minutes. I'm switching off this video and restart it such that we have it more stable.